Is Zapier hard to use? I get that question fairly frequently. I've been using Zapier for quite a while now, and when I start to talk to people about how to use it, the number one question I get is it hard? And it's a totally fair assessment because before I jumped into it, I was expecting it to be pretty difficult. We're talking about APIs and passing data from one software to another software, automating all these tasks, and I was a little overwhelmed. But I'm here to tell you and show you Zapier is actually really easy to use. And more than that, it's super, super powerful. So what can you do with Zapier? On a very high level and quick, it is to pass data from one source to another source. So this is what Zapier looks like. This is the dashboard. You got your dashboard, Zaps, My Apps, History, blah, blah. A bunch of BS nobody cares about. All right, what we're gonna do is make a Zap. So we're gonna come in here, click Make a Zap. And for this instance, we're going to go from ActiveCampaign, which is a marketing automation platform, to Wealthbox, which is a financial wealth management CRM. So our first trigger is going to be where the data is currently, and that is in ActiveCampaign. Now it's gonna ask us what event we want to fire, and we want to fire data when a new deal task is created. So when I create a task in ActiveCampaign, I want to create a task in Wealthbox. I'm going to choose the account, and this could be a little tricky for some people. When you choose your account, you're gonna have to set it up, of course, and you're either gonna have to set it up using an API key, which sounds hard, but it's really not. You're gonna have API keys in like your settings of whatever platform you're trying to get the API key from. Search Google, I'm sure they have a help document. It's super, super easy. You're gonna literally copy and then paste that API key in when Zapier asks you for it. The second option is you're just gonna log in to your account like you would normally through Zapier. It's gonna be a little pop-up that comes up. Super, super easy. So I already have that set up. So ActiveCampaign, test trigger. You want to have data already, so when you test the trigger, you have data. I don't have any data in there, so it's gonna come back blank. But to make your life a lot easier, and if I was to do this in real life, I guess, I would have test data. I'm gonna skip the test, but I'll show you. So right, you would have last name, of course you would have test data in there, so it'd be like White or Smith or freaking Brady or whatever heck you want to add in there. The title, call, first name, just all your data in there. It's just easier when you have data that you're familiar with. Gonna hit continue. Now, what data from that first event we just set up do we want to pass to the second one? So in this case, we want to go from ActiveCampaign to Wealthbox. So again, we want to create a task in Wealthbox. What account do you want it to be under? It's going to be underneath the specific account. Now you have some options in here that you can choose. You don't have to fill out all of them. It will tell you which ones are required, and those are the only ones you need. This is just nice to have, right? If you have a category that you want to add the task into, maybe a specific industry, maybe a specific zip code you're going after, something like that, you could add it in there. We're not going to do that. If you want to add the task to a related contact that you already know, again, you could do that. What we're going to do is pass in the name. So the name of this task is going to be the deal title. So in reality, this would be like call prospect or call contact or something like that. The due date is going to be right here. And all of this information that you see right here is from ActiveCampaign. So I'm choosing data in ActiveCampaign and placing it in Wealthbox. And this is how you do it for any single Zap. So how you see me do it, whether you do an Excel sheet to MailChimp or MailChimp to Salesforce or whatever softwares you're trying to put together, this is exactly how you're going to do it. So once you get it nailed down, you can replicate this, duplicate this, repeat it 1,000 times over with 1,000 different softwares. Super, super, super powerful. So I'm gonna add in the due date. What's really cool about Zapier is they parse data really friendly, meaning that I could type in like, 2 Feb 2021, and it will parse that data and give Wealthbox the correct data that it needs to have it be able to read the data in Wealthbox's case. So super powerful. You can like literally type stuff in there. Super cool. The description. So I'm gonna search, or you can do show all options. Let's look for the description right here. And just to show you guys what's kind of cool, right, is I could type in here like, let's say we wanted to add notes in the description as well. I could do notes, come in here, grab my data from Active Campaign. Now boom, I have the description and I have the notes that I'm passing into Wealthbox for the sales reps. If I want to assign it to a specific sales rep, I could do that right there. If you wanted to add complete, true or false, you could do that. In this case, it'd probably be false because I want the sales reps to mark it if it's actually complete or not. And priority. If you use priorities in your CRMs, you can set it, of course, low, medium to high. Now, I'm going to hit continue. And you will see all of the data in there. And then you can test and continue. And when you do that, it's actually going to send a task into Wealthbox. So I'm not going to hit test and continue because I don't want to go to Wealthbox and then delete it and stuff like that. It's already late at night, so forgive me, but that's all you have to do. And as you can see, now we have passed a task from Active Campaign into Wealthbox. And the reason why I'm doing this is because we have sales reps in Wealthbox. They eat, live, sleep, breathe, work, all from Wealthbox. I don't want to have them create an account in Active Campaign, learn Active Campaign, start creating tasks and notes and pipelines and deals and everything like that in Active Campaign when they already have that in Wealthbox. So what I'm going to do is pass data from Active Campaign into Wealthbox. And in this example, I'm doing tasks. So when I create a task in Active Campaign, it's going to also create a task in Wealthbox, so the sales reps, they don't have to change anything. And clients obviously love that. You're saving them a bunch of time, even though you are bringing new software to the table. It doesn't change how they do their day-to-day work. It's super powerful and very awesome. So that's it. That's a very quick example of how to use Zapier. It's super easy, believe me. Honestly, some email marketing platforms are way harder than this, and it's cool because I know people use Zapier. It's a massive company, but there isn't that many people who do it and do it well. So that can be you. You can bring a lot to the table using Zapier, and that's it for this video. Definitely subscribe. I'm gonna get back into YouTube this year in 2021, and it would be awesome if you guys subscribed. All business content. Gonna try to have fun, make it light, and try to have a good time with YouTube. So my goal is to build a community, and I really hope you're a part of that. See you next video. Peace.